I've took the longer route, which is getting a degree, going in and working, doing 10 years experience, and then maybe starting my own company or doing that route, which is obviously a lot longer and a lot tougher route to take. Whereas the route of trying to do it fast and take that step, I haven't really took any step, to be honest with you, mate.
Like, what internally stopped you from taking that step?
I think internally what stopped is sort of fear of it not working, you know, spending a lot of money, which really at the minute I don't have a lot of money. I don't know, I've just never really found something that I've looked at and thought, oh my God, like this is something I think I'd be really good at, and I think I could do it. A lot of times I struggle to like see something online and see it and like believe it 100% and really think that's 100% true, and because you see so much people lying. And
is that down to the fact that you don't really believe in the vehicle though, or is it down to the fact that you could probably believe in yourself more, and that would mean that you believe in the vehicle more?
I'd say the second one, to be honest with you. Yeah.
If we look at it together, right, would you agree or disagree that there's people out there who have far less potential than you, far less capability than you, who are making 10 times the amount, maybe 100 times the amount of money that you're making, because they've taken action on something that they thought was a scam once upon a time?
100%.
Yeah. So can you tell yourself that story then, that it's like, oh, these things are scams, when really, you know, it's down to you?
Well, exactly. Yeah, it is down to me really, and I've never took that leap, never took that step to go for it and do it. You know, I've always been a bit on my toes and a bit reluctant to do it. I'm sick of that now.
Why is it that you're sick of that reluctancy?
Yeah, nothing's changed. I'm still in shitty England.
How long would you say that you've experienced that fear of things not working out?
You know, probably all my life, really. I guess I can't say anything different because I've never actually took the step and done it. You know,
here's one of these things, right? It's like, my wife was an inch deep. So as we look at it, we think, fucking hell, that's actually terrifying. I don't want to step into that. What if I drown? What if sharks attack me? What if like there's this huge depth and I can't swim and the water swipes me all the way to wherever the fuck in the world? However, when we step in, the water's only this deep. So we convince ourselves that it was this whole terrible dark ocean, but it was actually just a puddle the whole time. You know. So let's say that you had taken that step, you know, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. What type of position do you believe that you'd be capable of achieving today had you done that?
I think I'd be in an amazing position.
Because like, I'm no more capable than you. In fact, I'd probably argue I was less capable than you when I started, which was about 2.5 years ago, right? So it took me 6 months to get to 15k a month, and you definitely could have done the same. So let's say that you did, right? 15k a month after 6 months, so that makes it 4.5 years of 15k a month, providing that you didn't progress and that you stayed stagnant when you hit 15k a month. 54 months of 15 grand a month. What does that work out to be?
It's like 650 grand.
Like, let's say that you had, you know, over 500,000 in your bank account right now. What would be different?
A lot of things would be different. I definitely wouldn't be sat here in Liverpool like in the rain, that's for sure.
However, you understand, Josh, that you're not there because you've let that fear and you let that hesitancy and that reluctancy hold you back. What emotions do you feel when you look at where you could be but knowing that you're not there?
It's like a sense of frustration in myself, like, why didn't you? So it's kind of like kicking the teeth to myself, like, do
you deserve to feel that you're just giving yourself a kick in the teeth for every day that you don't make progress?
No, I don't. I think it should be more of a lesson rather than anything else, you know, and to stop kicking myself in the teeth and actually like take action.
Okay. So moving forward then, which person is it more important for you to be? The one who continues to kick himself in the teeth day after day, realizing that his potential is just one action away, his capability is just one action away, and he ignores it? Or is it more important for you to be the guy who fucking acknowledges the fear, steps into it because he knows that his potential is on the other side so that he can live that fucking life that he wants to live?
Definitely the second option, you know, 100%.
So like, let's say, right, I'll talk you through the program, show you what we do. You genuinely, everything works. You think, fucking hell, this is it. You feel those voices start to come up. Oh, let me think about it. I don't need to do anything right now. Are you going to let those voices of delay stop you from actually taking action?
No, I'm not a chance.
All right, why not?
Because if I do, then I'm never going to achieve what I want to achieve. I'm never going to grow.
Would you like me to talk you through it?
I would love to hear it, yeah.
Next steps, bro, really look like getting you rocking and rolling. We'll obviously talk about investment and like how we need to go about that, and we'll get you onto the program. And yeah, so the first step to you being at 10k a month.
Amazing.
In terms of this, would you prefer to use Visa or a MasterCard, or what would be best?
If it was to be sent in dollars, I could transfer from Revolut.
Revolut actually works better.
Let's get this sorted. Right, okay, that's it. Sent.
All right, congratulations, my bro. There you go.